Sexy. Woo.
Bandage.
Oh, heavens!
Klopapier.
What long-forgotten evil have our heroes stumbled upon here, then? Will they even find out?
The movie The Mummy is about adventure, a bit of horror and a whole lot of humor. And just to be clear, we are talking about The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. Keeping that in mind, you can see some parallels between The Mummy and Strange Brigade. Strange Brigade is a third-person action-adventure game and is set around the same time and the same area as The Mummy. It was developed by Rebellion, who is also responsible for the Zombie Army and Sniper Elite series. And it shows. Released in 2018, the game is very similar to these games in terms of its presentation, but it offers its very own setting and charm as well. Up to 4 players can play Strange Brigade together. In doing so, you can either play the story or face a horde mode. We've actually always had good experiences with games from Rebellion. The games are challenging and also really engaging in their respective settings. Unfortunately, this only applies to Strange Brigade with limitations. While a story with co-op mode is always the highlight, a pretty challenging horde mode provides long-term motivation in the game. However, this one kind of went in the wrong direction. It starts out shallow as always, and there is a lot to discover in horde mode as well. Various stashes can be found and some of them have to be opened by puzzles. This has to be earned first. Here you can find weapons, healing and ammunition. And at first, this is also really fun. But unfortunately, the horde mode is just way too easy and way too tedious. One round takes a couple of hours, and the worst thing is that it doesn't really get harder. That being said, let's look at the story again. Better. Here Rebellion clearly follows the quality of their established game series and add one more, a narrator. The Strange Brigade represents a special unit of the Empire, which is supposed to solve extraordinary cases like this one. This is accompanied by said narrator, and the way it's done is just magnificent.
And what's this? Yet more undead corpses rising to the occasion, and the Blighters are wearing armor! How jolly unsporting of them!
The story itself is a good mix of combat, looking for items and solving puzzles. The puzzles are actually a few leagues better than the typical Skyrim puzzles that are usually thrown at you. Overall, a well-rounded mix. The story is definitely fun, but overall the challenge is quite a notch lower than Rebellion's other series. Still, it's not that bad. What is bad, however, is the horde mode. We will never get back the hours we spent in there. We can only recommend the game to a certain degree. Anyone expecting big challenges and a hardcore campaign, hands off. If you just want to play a funny story with a lot of variety with your friends, yep, then this game is for you. However, if you are looking for a challenging horde mode, nope, definitely not. We feel the urge to continue with the story, but there is so much to play that this game is currently not very high on our list. Also, the game is pretty exhausting and we can only enjoy it in tiny doses. But this is not the last time you will hear about this
Strange Brigade!